Welcome back to another episode of Four Rings in City. We leveled up last session.
Yeah.
All of our characters are just hit level 4. Renshor has been hitting his grandsire's journal and has unlocked even more secrets from that on top of the level up. And we are here on the cusp of the first of Asha. It is here, it is upon us, and it is time for a scary story. Bells toll across Thalia. 12 strikes as the first of Asha is ushered in by the ringing of every bell tower in Thalia. As the 12th toll finishes, a stillness falls on the city. People are resting before the coming harvest, but resting before change. Something new is coming, a new season. But what is coming in this new season, nobody in Thalia is ready for. A black carriage rumbles across the cobblestones beneath the towers of Castle Greywall. A black cloaked figure at the reins, whipping the horses towards their goal. Within the carriage are 3 more cloaked figures. Renshor, next to you, you can feel Viscount Eleonore shifting, antsy in his seat, the anticipation of the evening in his fingertips as he just can't sit still. Across from you is Mother, who sits perfectly still. And there is a moment where you recognize the body language. It's not a less experienced person would take her stillness as calm. But you've seen this kind of stillness before. The moments before your eldest brother declared he would be a Lord of War. A decision that could not be taken back once the words left his lips. A decision that was life-altering. And you look at her and her stillness, and you see only conviction. The carriage moves, winding around corners. As the old water bridge comes into view out of one of the windows of the carriage, you know you're approaching where your friends are waiting. A moment passes, and I'll leave it up to all 3 of you. You have a moment to prepare yourself in any way that you choose as the carriage draws in on the bridge. We'll start with Renshor in the carriage. Is there anything you would like to do in these last moments before you come out from the shadow of Castle Greywall?
Did you say we're approaching Old Water Bridge?
Yes, Old Water Bridge is the bridge that crosses over It not actually the river is not Old Water, but it's called Old Water Bridge because it's closest to the basin of the waterfall.
Isn't the chalice also called Old Water?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You also know that Old Water and
It's just a common name.
yeah, well, you know, Old Water and the waterfall have been the heart of Thalia for since it was a village, and so you take it both this this bridge, and you assume that the chalice are old relics of the city.
Sitting here in the carriage, knowing that no matter what happens, I'm going towards some unavoidable fate. Either this plan on the bridge succeeds or it doesn't. So I am going to use one of my hit dice to secret cast
Oh yeah, absolutely.
a spell onto myself.
Sure. Perfect.
Bring my ward up. Get rid of one of those.
Excellent. Orianna, is there anything you would like to do in preparation as you see between towers of the castle and between buildings, you see the carriage winding through streets and approaching?
In preparation for this carriage, Eleanore and I had taken some time out to move some rubble and debris onto the end of the bridge to create a sort of distraction for when the carriage arrives. And in the meantime, I think I am just posted up behind a bunch of bushes on the edge of the bridge, and I'm just taking a moment to sit in meditation and just kind of center my feelings and center my thoughts and just prepare for anything that could happen in these next couple moments when the carriage arrives, and just hoping for the best.
Yeah. All the rubble has been moved out, is blocking the northern end of the bridge of Old Water. Perfect. Eleanor, any last preparation?
I think I have my crossbow out and ready, and I'm doing a lot of the perception work of following them and trying to be trained on when hopefully Okanora steps out in the carriage and Renshor joining him. But I just mechanically would like to be holding that attack.
Absolutely. The preparations set, the plans have been laid. You watch as the carriage winds the corner and begins to cross Old Water Bridge. As the horses trot across the bridge, Renshor, you can hear the carriage driver voice back to the three of you and goes, "Mother, there's something up ahead." To which you see the long beaked mask turn, because she's facing the opposite way, and start to look out the window as Okanor creeps up and starts to peek as well.
Could I have read that from the carriage driver's lips? Or is the mask covering the mouth?
Not with his hood and him turning around, unfortunately. You do see the
I was gonna say, I'm at the right angle that I was like, I can read lips.
Yeah, not quite. You do see his head turn and say something back before coming back over, but that's about it.
Mother just would have been useful information, so I wanted to see. Had to try.
That's fair. Unfortunately,
it's true.
Not.
Yeah, from our perspective, it's just we're anticipating Renshor and Okanor in that carriage. That's it.
Yeah. You see they begin to peek out the windows. Okanor starts to look and sees the barricade set up and goes, it's too long to go around. Is there any way to get around this barricade? Is there any way to move it? To which you hear Mother say, "Hush, it is a trap. Somebody's onto us." And she, you see her looking out the windows and trying to look around. I need both of you ladies to give me stealth with advantage.
Okay. So I was literally on the top of my tongue. I was like, can I have advantage because we would have had a lot of time to set this up?
Yep, absolutely. Renshor, as they're looking out the windows, what are you doing?
Trying to remember Mother's name. Hold on, give me a second.
I can message you.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say it should be in your text.
Yeah.
What is Renshor doing?
I'm looking around with Mother to try and pretend to look for who might have set this up.
Yeah, give me a deception check.
Ooh.
Actually, with advantage as well.
Not 20. Thanks for the advantage. It would have been a 2 otherwise.
Excellent.
Could it have been that Dayborn?
Almost certainly. She turns to Okanor, nods to him, and says, "We will have to go on foot." Turns to the carriage driver and says, "Turn us around. Bring us around to the long way." And you see the driver go, "Yes, Mother. It will take a minute to turn the carriage, but it shall be done."
We don't want to just clear the... Oh, I see. It's a trap. Yes. Right. Sorry.
The two of you, ladies, see the carriage pull up to these... the barricade. The horses whinny and neigh and are pulled back to a stop by the driver, who begins to wrangle them and start a very long process of a 50-point turning this carriage. As they're doing this, Renshor, you watch Okanor trace symbols in the air, push them out, and a wave pulses over you and Mother, and he goes, "We will not be seen. Let's go." And you are invisible at this time.
Okay.
Eleanor, the passive perception is so high. You don't see the people disappear within the carriage, but you do see, as they're doing the turn, the door opposite to you creaks open, but nobody gets out of the carriage. As Renshor, you watch Okanor and Mother hop out and motion to you to follow.
Okay. I'll get out of the carriage.
Perfect. You are...
I think my eyes are just looking at Eleanor, maybe even whispering if we're far enough away to be like take the shot, they're leaving, we can't let them go.
At what? I'm gonna be trained on that area, but I mean, yeah. I guess I'd shoot at the...
I just think the carriage is leaving. I'm just we can't let them cross over the bridge again.
I see the door open, and I know that they can go invisible, but I don't... I think I'm just going to continue to hold my attack till I see something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since the door opened. If the door didn't open, I would have shot the carriage driver, but...
Yeah, you're watching as the carriage driver begins to, again, very slowly maneuver these horses. It's a tight space for this carriage on the on this bridge. And as they begin to maneuver, Mother... yes, go ahead.
Is this invisibility a concentration spell?
Give me an Arcana check.
What?
Give me an Arcana check.
19.
You would know this invisibility is concentration. Yes.
Can I, flat tire Eleonore and do, 1 HP?
Here's on your 19 Arcana, I will say yes, you can. However, you would know that.
Oh right, it's based on how much damage is dealt.
Let me just double check the rule.
Yeah.
So he would have to.
The 1 HP would absolutely make him make a check, and if he rolls poorly, he would drop it. However, you know that the act of making an attack would bring you out of invisibility immediately. So, if he fails, all 3 of you are visible. If he succeeds, you become visible.
Can they see him? Because Eleonore cast the spell.
Yep, the 3 of them can see each other. Yep.
Oh, that's a
It's a tough choice.
I kind of want to try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I can't let him get off the bridge. I did that last time. Orianna got really upset with me. I'm gonna flat tire him and try and do 1 HP.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say
write it off as an accident, but
yeah, you're gonna make a attack check, an attack roll. Damage is gonna be, you're just doing non-lethal 1 point damage, and then he's gonna have to make his check. You have to beat his AC currently is only a 10, but you're not attacking with a weapon, so it will be whatever your unarmed.
It's a straight D20.
Yep.
Oh.
I think you have a +1. You can look on the sheet. It's there.
I have a +3 on my unarmed strike.
There you go.
You're strong.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah. You, ladies, you watch as Renshor comes out of the invisibility, and now Eleonore has to make his check. So you're doing... Do you want to do more than 1 point of damage? With an armor strike, you can do your strength's worth in damage.
No, I just want to do 1.
Okay, cool. So now he has to make a Constitution check, and he has to beat either a 10 or half the damage taken, whatever's higher. And so it's just 10. It's just a 10. Yep. And he beat it. So you come out of stealth as you flat tire him. He turns around surprised, and then a wave of confusion and fear washes over his face. You wouldn't see that because he's wearing his mask at this point, but you see his head whip around to you. Give me a deception check real quick as that stunt happens. And again, late Eleonore, what do you do as you see Renshor appear?
The moment Renshor becomes invisible, I would like to shoot at the space around him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it looks like he bumped into someone as he popped into invisibility.
Yes. I will also ask, Renshor, are you wearing the stag mask?
I am.
Okay.
But you're wearing your purple cloak, right?
Yes.
So I know it's him still.
Yeah.
You still know it's him? I'm just, curious.
So I would like to shoot off in that space. I know obviously I cannot see my target, but I also want it to look like it's a near miss on Renshor's
Renshor?
life.
Cool.
Like,
yeah.
I'm hoping that I'm shooting like as if I'm shooting at Renshor and just hoping I could get a miss on someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an attack. It is going to be with disadvantage because you can't see your target as the first shot is fired.
That's an 8.
8.
Oh, wait. You said his AC is 10?
It is only 10.
I'm going to do a precision attack. So I'm going to add my superiority die to that.
Sure, yeah.
You just need...
I got a 3.
There you go.
Oh, that's an 11.
Cool. Yeah, you can roll damage, and you will have sneak attack because it's coming out of... It's a surprise.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh no, what did I start?
That's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Wow. You see the arrow streaks
12.
out, strikes something, and like a splat of blood comes out. Renshor, you watch Eleonore whip around, and before he even has time to like process that you like flat tired him and that you're now out of stealth, an arrow poof, hits him. He's gonna make another Constitution save.
So we are going right in for combat.
Listen. Plan A failed.
Plan A is over. He rolled a 9 on his Constitution save, and all 3 of them, the other 2, come out of stealth. Everybody roll initiative.
I rolled a 21 on my deception, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
15.
You got a 15. Excellent.
Ooh.
So combat begins.
I got a...
Also, I got a dirty 20 on my stealth.
Okay.
Just in case they go before me, because I haven't moved out of the shadows.
Got it. For sure.
I got a 10 on my initiative.
10. Orianna?
A 23.
23. Okay, Orianna.
I don't want to go first, but here I am.
I don't think you have to.
No.
Potentially, the carriage driver goes first. Is he in initiative? He's like, I'm just trying to do a K turn.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder with horses. I feel like it might be easier to just get off the horse and like manually like try to twist the carriage.
Carriages are heavy.
I know, but you could push it back and forth like this rather than having the horses, you know.
Yeah.
Eleonore. Renshor, you rolled a 10, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Renshor.
You could try to hold up your disguise as long as possible.
I intend to. I have a great idea. I just won't get to do it because I rolled a 10.
Orianna,
You still have to get that chalice.
Yeah. Orianna, you are up first.
So where are they in terms of the debris on the bridge? They're still on the other side?
Yes, they are on the other side.
Yeah. I think for this very first turn, I'm going to hold off on doing anything because I don't have any ranged attacks. That's Eleonore. And I don't want to just jump out into the scene because I'm not exactly sure what's particularly happening yet. If Renshor is still playing the game, if he had gotten the chalice yet. I just kind of want to see how the first round turns out, and so I'm gonna stay hidden behind the bushes and just watch what Eleonore does and watch what Renshor does.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'll take out my sword, and so that like I'm ready behind the bushes for combat. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take any big actions this turn. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you're gonna hold. Are you holding an action? You said, or are you just waiting?
I mean, I have my sword ready, and so I mean, I guess if someone walks
they
by
enter
my
the-
bush and it's clearly like we're in attack, then maybe I'll be ready to jump out.
Yeah. Okay.
So sure, I guess I'm holding an attack, but
Are you maintaining your stealth? Like you're still hidden, so that way they don't see you, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed style, hiding in the bush till someone walks by.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
Me at midnight.
Cool. You watch Mother whip around. She sees that Okanor shot. The spell fades away. She moves to... How does she want to do this?
How far away are they
From
like the debris, I guess?
they're probably about 10 feet from the debris.
Oh, okay.
You see...
I was worried they were significantly like in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah. Mother acts first. Here's what we're gonna do. Renshor, I need you to make one more deception check for me.
Okay, I can do that. My deception is high.
Mm-hmm.
I am a good liar. I grew up with my father. That is bad math. 22.
Wow.
I am profusely apologizing. I am just begging Okanor to cast the invisibility again. We can hide again.
You see Mother's head turns to you. On a 22, she trusts you.
Thought you were just gonna cut my head off.
Push you over the side of the bridge again.
We do have an easy out, as long as you can swim and you're not dying like Dayborn was.
Mother's going to issue a couple commands as she begins to move back towards the carriage. She looks at Okanor and she tells him, "Keep them away from us." Moves towards the carriage. You watch her hop up on one of the horses. You see You see as she moves, Mother is just about the same height as Okanor, also a shorter person, but she moves so deftly that she grabs onto the the side of one of the horses and hoists herself up and begins to cut the horse free of the rest of the carriage, and looks at you, Renshor, and says, "Take the chalice, come on," and begins to also cut free the second horse for you. You can tell that she's trying to get both of you out of here at the expense of Okanor. And she, on her turn, she's going to jump
Perfect.
up.
She told you to take the chalice. Take the chalice.
Put it in your bag of holding.
She is going to
protection.
successfully cut her horse away from the carriage. That is all she is going to do. Eleanor, it is your turn.
I think because she's invisible, I'm going to shoot at her. Because she's visible.
Yeah.
And on a horse especially, I'm going to shoot at her again with my bow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or I guess her for the first time.
For the first time, yep.
That is 23 to hit.
Cool, that will hit. And you can
do I
roll.
get sneak attack because I'm in the shadows?
Yes, you'll get sneak attack again. Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if it was because that was in a surprise attack or... 10 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. You see the arrow glances off of her. Let me just double check to make sure this is how this rule works. I don't want to
This
do
is going much
dirty.
better than I thought it would, which makes me just all the more nervous.
But you also can't leave with her.
Why
Like,
not?
she's gonna take you to the ceremony. Like, we need
Are
to...
you checking sneak attack or something on your end?
I'm targeting something on my end.
Okay. I looked at it, and I think it's because of Renshor.
Yeah. How much damage did you do again?
10.
10. You see she's going to use her reaction, uncanny dodge, and only take half.
Okay. Ugh. I'm debating if I want to do something that might be stupid. He's on the horse?
Mother is on the horse.
Oh, wait. But she doesn't... Never mind.
I'm going with her.
Okanor, I would have done something stupid, but I'm assuming that Okanor has the chalice, so she can run away. That makes my life easier.
Sure.
Never mind. That is it. I end my turn.
Cool. Perfect. That's your turn. Renshor, you are up.
I've been commanded. I go to Okanor to get the chalice.
Yeah, you turn to Okanor. I'm going to say as a free action, he passes you the chalice.
Is it in like a special holster thing? Like, you just give me the whole thing, or just the chalice itself?
He just hands you he pulls it out of it and just gives you the chalice. He's
Okay.
not going to unbuckle his stuff. He's going to hand it to you.
Okay. I will grab the chalice. Good luck. Get away. We'll see you soon. And I will turn around and go towards the horses.
Yeah.
And as I'm doing so, I will just put it in my bag.
Perfect. You put the chalice in the bag. You get up on the horse.
The chalice was full or empty of blood when I put it in the bag?
You could feel it was full.
Okay.
You hop on the horse. Would you like to you have an action still. You can use it to cut the horse free, or you can use it for anything else.
I thought she cut my horse free.
You got hers.
I want to cut my horse free, but I would like to do so to give me, like, an extra 5 feet of, like, strap or leather or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Rope, whatever is holding that horse, whatever I'm cutting, I would
Yeah.
like to, like, cut an extra length, like, make 2 cuts on one of the ropes and have a 5-foot piece of rope.
Yeah, sure. Give me an attack roll.
Not great. I guess I'm cutting it off with a pokey sword, less of a slashy sword.
That's
So it's a 16 to hit.
That's totally fine. That
Okay.
cuts through. Just give me damage.
Oh, 9.
Cool. You're able to cut your horse free with enough to have your extra slack of a couple feet of rope.
Okay, cool.
And you watch as now these 2 masked figures cut their horses free of the carriage.
How many horses are there?
2.
We see the-
Day watch. Okay. I thought I was watching more masked figures cut horses.
Gotcha. All these masked figures just start cutting horses off of carriages. You have a cavalry at this point.
Did I see the exchange of the chalice?
Give me a perception check.
Can I roll that too?
Sure. Actually, yeah, both of you can give me perception checks.
Do I know where we're going?
Do I have
Uh,
advantage because I'm really in tune
No,
with...
no, you just have a really high bonus.
Eleanor is requesting advantage for perception?
I rolled a 3, I got a 10.
You did not see it.
I got a 22.
You did see it.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, I should have said something. Okay, hold on. It's still my turn, right?
It's still your turn.
Yeah, you still have an action. We're waiting for your action.
His action was
Okay.
to cut the
No,
horse.
my action was to cut the horse.
Oh, okay.
Oh man. Okay. Mother, where are we going?
She says we're going to the ceremony site, which you know is the Whistler's Feast.
Oh, okay. I'm pomegranates. This sucks.
What?
I just,
Give me one more deception check. If it's not a nat 1, you're fine. But if it isn't,
okay, it's not in that one. It was a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, she just blows you off. Cool. And that is. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's it.
Did
That was
I
the
see
best I
that
could
with
come
my
up with.
lip reading ability.
With your what?
I'm wearing
your
a
lip
mask.
reading? They got masks on.
Did I hear it?
I'm assuming Renshor says it loud enough that his intent is to be.
I knew where you were. That was my intention.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, you guys hear him say pomegranate. Really weaved expertly into the conversation.
So skillful.
So skillful. An excellent liar. Cool.
Asha's charisma must be as high as mine.
You watch. It's Okanor's turn.
Mm-hmm.
As I check to see what the spell does, double checking with you ladies, because this is something that we talked about outside of the session. There was originally an intent to add like oil or flammable things to this pile to distract people. I know that you decided against lighting on fire? Was there still oil or flammable stuff in this pile, or is it just piles of wood?
I think unless I was stopped, I would have absolutely been adding alcohol to the pile as a potential getaway for us.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stopped her. I don't think that was my intention to set it on fire, but if Eleanor put it in there, then it's in there.
Yeah, because I was thinking that we could get to the other side of it if they're still on the bridge, if we need to run away and light it.
I took one of their horses
As
to
a
get away.
barrier. Yeah, I mean, you're killing the game. Combat over. We just gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
You just gotta run away from Mother. That's fine.
He doesn't even have to run away. He just has to stay there, and then when she asks for the chalice back, be like, here's the chalice. And it's the wrong one.
Yeah, but she's expecting you to go to the ceremony with her. And if you're there, they'll kill you and drain your blood there if the chalice doesn't work. Like, your person cannot be at that ceremony.
Oh, he absolutely can be. He can offer more blood. No, try it again.
I'm ignoring this.
I need both of you ladies to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Uh-oh.
18.
6.
Excellent. Orianna, you watch Okanor cast a spell in the air. He traces runes into the air, pushes it out. You feel that wave of fear and anxiety wash over you that you are accustomed to dealing with, and you push it down. Eleanore, you on the other hand, watch as Okanor casts this spell. You see his body like trembles for a second, and then he begins to change. You watch his arms like break and twist and become longer. You see like he like heaves over, his hair like peels off his head, skin sloughs off his body, and his fingernails extend. His mouth like grows and gets pulled out of his face, and he transforms into one of the cavum that you saw bust through the forest, and you are under the effect of the fear spell. You are now frightened.
I was not putting together that this was a visual thing.
Renshor's looking back like, oh my god. When you're frightened by the spell, you must take the dash action to move away from Eleonore by the safest route available on each of your turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If you end your turn in a location that doesn't have line of sight, you can attempt another wisdom saving throw. Once you succeed, you are no longer frightened. In addition to this effect, you also have disadvantage on any attacks made on I think just on any attacks. But I'll double check that. But you are frightened.
So I have to use my action to dash, or I just have to use all my movement to get away?
A creature must take the dash action to move away. And that's not necessarily frightened, that's specific to the fear spell.
The fear.
Yep. And let me double check.
And to be clear, so I don't see the cavum, right?
No,
I still
you do
see
not see
Eleonore.
Yeah. The fear spell projects a phantasmal image of your fears. Yeah. So it is. You have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls. And you cannot move closer to Eleonore from fear. In addition, from the spell, you have to move away. That is his turn, Mr. Eleonore. And then you guys are going to watch the driver hop off the carriage. He's going to pull a short sword out of his cloak, and he's going to begin to move towards Eleanor's location. What was your last stealth roll?
20.
Ooh. He does see where the shots are coming from, and he begins to move to where Eleanore is. He is going to get... he is going to dash and get in range of Eleanore, but he is not able to attack. So you watch him, you see the hooded figure unsheath a short sword, run, clamber over the your pile and begin to come up close with you. That's his turn. Orianna, you're up.
All right, seeing this guy rushing towards Eleanore, I know that she's been detected and she's been spotted, so then I will also jump out and try to make an attack on this guy that's rushing Eleanore now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'll come out and I'll swing with my short sword.
We're both in the red cloaks of the Cinderfall, correct?
That's up to you. That
was the plan. I definitely am. I don't know if you are or not, but that was part of our plan.
I'm definitely wearing a cloak. Now I'm questioning if it was the red one or the black one. But we put all the work to get the red one, so I guess I'll be wearing a red one then.
If you ladies are wearing the red ones, you have +1 to runic casting and +1 to stealth.
That's a 21 for my stealth then.
He still would have seen it, but close. And
I rolled a 23 to swing with my sword at this guy.
Yep.
I only mention it because it's more confusing to them.
Sure.
It looks like their own are attacking them.
Eleonore has not seen you yet. but he doesn't have to with fear.
Awesome. I rolled 6 points of damage with my sword.
Excellent. You see your sword comes down, boom, and strikes this guy from the side.
And I'd like to bonus action, take an unarmed strike with my left fist to try to also swing at this guy.
Yeah, sure.
With a 14 to hit.
A 14 is a glancing blow. So you're going to roll and you'll take half damage.
That is 7 points of damage. So
7
half that. Is he taking 4 or 3?
He's taking 3.
Okay.
You see you clock him in the side. He stumbles off balance. He's kind of just a normal guy, so he's pretty hurt by that, but he's still up.
That's fine. I want his attention on me.
Yeah. Perfect. That is Orianna's turn. You see Mother watches Renshor get the chalice, gets his horse, cuts it. She whips the horse and begins to gallop towards the rubble and leaps clean over the rubble before continuing to gallop down the street. Let me see. Does she have...
She practically just leaped over me. She's like, shit. I thought she was going the other way.
Yeah.
Wait, she just left me.
Yeah.
Go in 6 seconds.
Yeah, she can do that. She is going to, as she is riding this horse, because the horse is going to use his movement to take the dash action and leap over, she is going to unsheath a light hand crossbow, and she's going to fire a couple bolts towards where the two of you are. First attack is going for Eleanor. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
slay.
Wow. That's going to be a piercing damage, so you're just going to take double, I believe.
Well, it's max.
Yep.
Yeah, and then double. So double max.
Cool. So you're going to take... I don't have to roll for this. You're going to take 18 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
As she fires a shot. There's almost a bit, as soon as she fires the first shot, you can see her head cock in confusion as can't do that. Oh, she can do this attack. She has triple attack, but her crossbow needs to be reloaded, so she can't fire 3 times. So she actually just fires once, but it was a good shot. She fires it, and as soon as the bolt
shot.
you see her head cock as she recognizes the maroon cloaks, and fires the bolt, strikes you. And the horse, she does. I like to imagine she does this mid leap as she's going over the barricade. She's firing her crossbow, lands on the other side, and then gallops down the road. That's Mother's turn. So then we move to Eleanor. You're up.
Okay, I am going to bonus action take a potion.
Sure.
What? I don't know. I might have it written down. Our potions are, do you know? I actually don't have it written down.
I don't have it written down either. I can double check.
I think it was...
I think they're 8d6.
We actually have the highest form of potion of healing.
I think it was 2d4, but I'll check.
Yeah. I'm looking.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Oh, great.
Not great, not bad.
You can get some points back.
Sorry, that was my cat.
Okay.
I thought it was
That's
Eleanor's
a little
body.
better. Unfortunately, because I had to take that potion, I can't disengage.
Nope.
So now I will run and dash away, but I don't know if
Was that
the
worth
guy
it?
You have
gets
to.
an opportunity.
He is
going
going to take an opportunity attack. Yep.
I'm small, so I can disengage as a bonus action. But I took my potion instead.
But was that worth it? Like, are you just going to take all of that damage
She
back?
has to dash. From the fear.
I understand.
Oh, he means I should have disengaged rather than take the potion and ran.
Oh, that's up to you.
I'm gonna stick with what I did.
You just burn a potion. Unless his opportunity attack could have put you down. I don't.
Does a 14 hit Eleanor?
Yes.
Okay, cool. He's going to deal 3 points of damage as he slashes you as you go to leave.
Did you get more or less from the potion?
I got more from the potion.
Then you're good.
I mean, if I disengaged, he wouldn't have gotten to attack me, and I could have ran without taking any damage.
Mm-hmm.
But then my HP would have been lower than it currently is for Mother or someone else.
Oh, absolutely. I was just worried he was just going to deal the same amount of damage.
Yeah. Potentially. But, okay, so then with all my movement and speed, I dash 70 feet down the alley. So I'm probably, actually, almost catching up to the fucking horse.
Yeah, so
you running with her?
So if you want, you can run with Mother as in the same direction. However, you'll still be within line of sight of Okanor, and so your fear won't
I guess.
If you go to the side, you're able to get around an alley and break line of sight. However, you're going to be farther away from Mother and everybody else leaving.
Yeah, I think I'll do that, but I'm gonna, I have to run down the building that we're at, because I was I can't go towards him to go around the side from my Mind Palace.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll take the first alleyway that I can to try to also break this. And I think I'm also just, before I run, I'm just gonna tell Orianna, Okanor, I can't get closer. Do I know that there's a spell on me? Do I feel that, or do I just feel fear?
Give me an Arcana check.
That is a 13.
Let's see. Let me cross that with his stuff. Mr. Okanor. You do not know it's a spell. His spell casting is higher than that.
And that's all I say.
Cool. You get around the corner. Because you end your turn breaking line of sight, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Not good. 11.
11. Cool. You are still afraid.
I even bumped my wisdom as my ability score bonus.
It's an important ability for a horror campaign. Excellent. So that is Eleanor's turn, and that should move to Renshor. Yes.
I have two options. And I've spent the past 10 minutes trying to figure out which one I want to take.
I feel like your path is obvious.
That's what I thought too. In our research of this event of Cinderfall, does it have to happen today? Or is this just kind of when they scheduled for it to happen for everybody to be together?
I'm pretty sure that Fortes told me that witches do stuff. Somehow I learned, I don't know if it was through Fortes or someone else, that witches do stuff at times of like they center their spells around important events of the ecosystem and such.
Yeah. Give me
I would have conveyed that.
A lore check.
Yeah, because we learned that this has happened before, that they've done this type of ceremony in the past. But I think tonight is specific. They can't just do it tomorrow, but they could probably also do it again maybe in the next year.
You asked for legend, John?
I did ask for legend.
12.
12. On a 12, you absolutely remember all the things that Aubrey and Tori are saying. That like those are absolutely valid in your brain. You also, in reading about Cinderfall, do not remember hearing anything associated with a day.
Yeah. I guess I'll go after her.
Cool. Your horse gallops, leaps over the barricades, and begins to gallop along, and comes up alongside Mother. And you are both like now running side by side through the streets.
Oh, it's midnight, right? There's not people there.
Making your way towards the Whistler's Feast. Okinore's turn. Okinore is going to... Oh. We can do that. Excellent. Does this require a save?
Before you do all of that...
Yeah, go ahead.
I would just like to say to her, I don't want to hold my right... Because she's on my left, yes?
Yes.
I want to hold my right side and say, I've been hit. Can we take a break?
She's going to say, we have healers at the Whistler's Feast. You'll be fine. And you see she motions to her like body, and she's bleeding from her shoulder where she dodged the arrow to.
Okay.
Cool. With that, anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No.
Cool. Oh, that's a bonus action. Even better. You, Eleanor, you have left the immediate area. You've broken line of sight. Orianna, you clash blades with the driver of the carriage, and you hear like this faint like whistle of a spell before Okinore's firebolt strikes the barricade that you've made and poof, erupts into flames. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as splinters and wood poof, are blown apart.
Is he still on the other side?
He is still on the other side.
18.
18. You are going to take 4 points of damage as it blows apart. Shrapnel comes away. And as you do, your head turns through, like your blade is still crossed and like clashing with this the driver. The flames erupt from the barricade, and then all of a sudden time seems to slow down for a moment. You can see like sparks coming off of your sword as it clashes. You can see the flames like move in the wind, and as you look through the flames, you see Okinore, blood soaking through his maroon cloak, mask chipped and burnt, raises a finger in like slow motion and points to you. And give me an Arcana check real quick.
Not a great roll. 7.
7. You feel like some kind of magic take hold as he just points, and you feel like he calls you out. And that is his turn. It is now.
Orianna's?
No, it's the driver's turn first. And the driver is going to make an attack on you, Orianna. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Cool. You see, as he breaks away and comes to swing, you just parry his sword away.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure he only has one attack. I think he only does. Yep, just one. Perfect. That is his turn. Now it's yours.
Cool. I will just swing again at him to try and take him down.
Yeah.
Unless I'm compelled to do anything else. Ooh, that's not a great roll. Does a basic math 13? That didn't hit. 13.
A 13? No, that doesn't hit.
All right, and then I will bonus action try to swing again at him with my left hook.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, for a 12. That also does not hit.
Nope. As you slash at him, he clashes with your sword. You go for a punch, he catches your hand, and he pushes away from you. Cool. You have movement, and you have movement if you want it.
Eleanor already ran away. I'm clashing with the guy that wanted to run after her. Okanor is still on the other side of the fire, so he's, in my brain, not currently a threat. And the only other person I'm concerned about is Renshor, and he ran off with Mother. And there's nothing I can do about that. So I think I'm just going to stay here, not move, and just kind of hold this spot between Eleanor and Okanor in case he tries to get closer.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. You hold that spot, and it moves to Mother's turn. Mother's going to continue to dash on her horse and go farther. I'm going to say, Renshor, you and Mother at this point are removed from combat. You won't be in the initiative order if you don't want to be. If you make an attack on Mother, then we'll put you two in something separate. But the two of you move out of distance from this fight.
Is there any way for me to attack her? She keeps dashing away.
I'm going to say your horse has the same speed. You guys are moving in tandem with each other. So you guys are within 5 to 10 feet as you wind through the streets.
But I have to take the dash action every turn, right?
Your horse is, because your horse has an action. So you have...
You have an action.
Okay.
Your movement is 0, but you have an action.
I can't do any damage. I have no damage spells.
You're just gonna leave us back here?
I don't know what to do.
This was the plan. You've gotten away with the plan. The original plan A was for you to keep their trust, switch the chalice, attend the event. It doesn't go off.
No, I don't think it's attend the event. I'm not convinced.
Looks like we didn't figure out plan A.
That was the original plan.
Oh, I didn't think it was attend.
Renshor was never supposed to let them know that he's not actually working with them. That's why we got a duplicate, so they never realized that something was wrong until the Cinderfall doesn't go off.
I'm not convinced that the chalice is what's important. I'm more convinced that they need the blood, and that the chalice was just a means to multiply the blood to be significant enough. If they don't have enough blood, they're just gonna slice him right there. They'll just drain him if they need enough blood. That's what's going on in my mind. That's what's happening in Orianna's brain right now. That's what I'm concerned about. I figured if he would switch the chalice and then get away from the event, he didn't need to be a part of it. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm spooked.
I'm just gonna stay with Mother here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can you give me a heads up, 2 sprints before we get there.
2 sprints
in case
before?
I change my... Yeah, unless that's now.
I would say it's just about now. Yeah.
I was hoping for some time to change my mind.
You do what's right. I don't know if we can make it to the event to say help you.
I had a spell that I liked, and I cannot find it.
Originally the plan was to kill Renshor and take his finger.
Oh.
I feel like, why would they have stolen the chalice from Stoneworth and incited that if the chalice doesn't have magical properties besides just an instant refill?
I think the magical property is that it gives them enough blood.
But they were gonna kill him. They could have gotten they never needed to steal the chalice. They could have taken.
But they weren't gonna kill him. They were just gonna
take
his.
John,
yes.
Does she have a helmet on her person?
Does she? You don't see one.
Okay.
A helmet.
She's a mask.
She's a mask. Yeah. And a hood.
I was looking for a helmet. I'm gonna stay with her. I hate it, and I'll do it.
Perfect. You stay with her, and the 2 of you rush. As you can see, looming between streets is the Whistler's Feast. Eleanor, it's your turn. You're in this alley all alone. You feel the fear spell dissipate as Okanor drops it for something different.
Then I want to circle back towards Orianna. I'm trying to... Okay, I can, as a bonus action, hide. So I want to use all of my... I still have to dash to just get back the same amount of space.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to, as I get to that building, I guess, instead of, coming around the bend.
Yeah.
My bonus action to, hide and try to assess the situation without letting them know that I'm back.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, you're able to creep around the corner. Give me a stealth check.
Not good. That is a 15.
15? Cool. You peek around the corner. You can see the barricade that is now ablaze. You see Orianna fighting the carriage driver, and you can see Okanor slowly walking towards the barricade in the blaze.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Perfect.
Eleanor, what all do you have in this bag of holding?
All of the occult stuff.
All the occult stuff, some of my drawing stuff, my drawing pad, everything. But it's not like a purse. If someone else got the bag of holding, they could only get things out of it that they know are in there.
Unless they turn it inside out.
Yeah, that's what you see, Eleanor. You still have... You said a bonus action hide?
Yeah, my bonus action was just to hide.
Cool. So you still have an action if you want it.
No, I had to use my action to dash.
Oh, you did. Yeah, that's right. Cool.
I had dashed away.
Perfect. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Nope.
Perfect. Okanor's turn. You see... Yeah, he's going to... Orianna, you watch him light another firebolt in his hand and throw it towards you. And
Fun.
You can make that check. Does a 14 hit?
A glancing blow.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, you're wearing armor. Fancy.
My AC is exactly the same with or without armor.
That's really good.
Because I have a feat for it. Or I have a feat that increases my unarmored. I have unarmored defense.
Gotcha.
Which makes them the same.
He's gonna take this firebolt. He throws it towards you, and as it strikes you, you can feel the flames like burn and envelop through you. It does 14 points of damage, halved to 7 on a glancing blow.
Oof.
As you just get out of the way, and it just singes your shoulder.
It's alright, I'm still feeling good. Shake it off. I can shake it off.
His turn, and then the carriage driver is going to roll a 19 to slash you with his sword, and that should hit without an issue. And that's going to be 9 points of damage. Roll a 6 on a d6.
Pummeled.
And he is going to get through your defense and slash into you. Perfect. That is their turn. Orianna, you are up.
I'm still clashing with this guy, so I'm gonna swing one more time at him and hopefully actually land a hit. 25, that'll hit.
25 will hit.
7 points of damage with my sword.
Where, as you strike him, he is going to go down. How do you want to take this guy out?
I think there's so much going on right now. There's not much, not anything fancy. I think we were clashing, we're slashing, and I probably just, slash across his chest. And at this point, I think he's just bleeding out enough that he goes down.
Yeah, he drops down. Yeah, that's your first attack.
And then now I'm going to turn to face Eleonore.
Mm-hmm.
And is he still behind the fire, or did he cross over it yet?
He is still on the other side of the barricade.
Are you guys on opposite ends of the barricade?
No. The first guy climbed over the barricade, the driver, and then Eleonore is still on the bridge.
Yeah, so Eleonore and Orianna are on opposite sides, but I'm on the same side as Orianna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How far away is he, from me?
He comes right up to the barricade. So I think that the barricade's only 10 feet thick. Yeah, he's between 10 and 15 feet. He is as close as he can get without being burned by the flames.
Gotcha. I don't want to get burned by the fire, so I think I'll just take 5 feet to step back from the barricade and kind of, entice him to step over or climb or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, he keeps throwing things at me. No. Oh yeah. I'll step back 5 or 10 feet.
Okay.
And wait for him to hop over.
Yeah. Deal.
He's the only enemy in the area right now. So.
Yeah, you can see. That's correct.
Oh, don't say that.
Mother and Renshor dash again. You can now see the Whistler's Feast standing here. You, Renshor, see out front of the Whistler's Feast. There is a crate, 2 crates. One is just piles of black cloaks that have been folded and put in a crate, and the other is a crate full of theater masks. And you can see that they're each about 3/4 full, and the crates are just sitting out by the entrance to the Whistler's Feast.
We did probably get here earlier than we intended. Okay.
Eleonore, your turn.
I am going to kind of still not fully exposing myself, but kind of step still within the shadows, but onto the other side of the building, and call out, "Let's go! Let's get away from here!" And then I would like to shoot at Eleonore.
Yeah, go for it.
Bow. Eleanor too.
Oh,
so
dang.
That's a miss. And kind of like beckon at Orianna. I'm not gonna say her name.
Okay.
Just in case our disguises and like the cloaks and stuff are holding up. But just be like, "Let's go! Let's get out of here!" And I would like to hold my my movement to try to be able to run if she comes in this way. Yeah.
Love it. Cool. Eleonore is going to make another... is there anything else you would like to do? Sorry. Cool.
Nope, that's all.
Eleonore is going to throw another firebolt at Orianna. That's a 17 to hit. You take 14 points of damage as the firebolt races over the barricade, strikes into you again, and Renshor, you're going to hear a voice in your head as Eleonore, with message, speaks to you and says, "I believe some members of our followers have had a change of heart. Be careful in there."
Can I reply to a message? I don't know how message works.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so, because it's a cantrip. I think...
Okay, it's irrelevant then. I wasn't going to say anything interesting. We'll just assume I can't.
Oh, no.
You can say it in your head. It just won't,
he does not cast message. I take that back. His spell is sending, and that's how we were speaking to people before. Message is only within 120 feet.
I was going to say, I was like, how did he do that?
He doesn't do that.
So sending, you can reply.
Yeah, never mind.
You get like 20 words.
Message is way closer.
Ooh, I get 20.
Message is like a walkie-talkie, and sending is like a cell phone.
What art? A cell phone.
Cool. So that's Eleonore's turn. He throws his firebolt.
Yeah, I won't say anything.
And he's gonna stride to...
How does he cast sending and fireball on the same turn?
Oh, he couldn't have cast message anyway. He doesn't cast sending. He doesn't, because he used the spell of firebolt. So
not that it really hurt us, but I was
sure
just like, wait a minute.
That doesn't happen. He wants him walk over to the edge of the bridge, and he climbs up onto like the rail of the bridge. That's gonna end his turn.
Oh, he's using our escape plan.
That's him. Orianna, you're up.
I will first use a bonus action to take this healing potion that I have.
Sure.
As I'm standing here. Because I'm getting kind of low.
And I haven't taken any damage. What are you guys doing?
It's almost like they think you're one of them.
Maybe I am one of them.
Though, for some reason, you decided to lie to her and tell her that you did.
I thought maybe we could stop for a minute.
And then I'm not engaged with anybody, so I have full movement without taking any attacks to move towards Eleonore.
Cool. Perfect. You move towards Eleonore. I'm going to say you get there. Are you breaking line of sight with Eleonore, or are you staying within line of sight?
No, I think if Eleanor's out of sight, then I'll move to be out of sight with her.
Okay, so you creep around the corner. Eleanor is still within sight because she just shot a crossbow at him. But you get...
But I am holding my movement.
Yeah,
so if you have... I don't know how far away we were, but if you could, like, dash, we could get 30 more feet.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, if when I show up, Eleanor is, like, ready to go, then I'm following Eleanor.
Yeah, absolutely. You follow Eleanor. The two of you duck behind into an alley and begin to move away from Oaknor. You can still hear the crackling of the bonfire behind you as you move into this alley. Perfect. Any other thing you would like to do on your turn?
No. I bonus actioned. I moved. Technically, I have a full action still, but I don't have any attacks I want to take. So, I think... Oh, I guess dash if... Well, I don't have dash as an action. So, no. I'm just moving with Eleanor as far as I can.
You should have dash as an action. Right?
Is
that an action or a bonus action?
Usually it's a full action, but fancy rogues can do it in half that time.
If Eleanor can, I'm running where Eleanor can keep up.
I can move 35 feet, so...
Yeah. The two of you duck down the alley. I'm going to say combat is going to cease for the moment as the two of you get away and move into this alley. As that happens, at the same time, Renshor and Mother arrive at the Whistler's Feast. You get to the front, the main entrance to the Whistler's Feast. Mother dismounts, wipes the blood off her shoulder, looks to you and says, "Are you ready to fulfill the desires of our ancestors?"
Indeed.
It shall be done. And the two of you begin to make your way and enter into the Whistler's Feast. We'll take a quick break before returning to the first of Asha.
Damn.
So we'll be right back.
Welcome to the world of Ethereum.
A world that was built around a cataclysmic event known as the Convergence, when the realms began to converge with one another and destroy the mortal realm. A group of 9 heroes known as the Novems stopped the force and ascended into godhood. As society rebuilt, the year was reset to 0 and a universal calendar was formed around the destruction of the old world.
New gods, known as the Ascended, walked among the mortals of the realm, interacting with them and shaping the birth of a new society, starting with the ancient cities that survived, as well as assisting in the construction of new cities. Their involvement left behind evidence of their greatness and power. These cities are now considered touched cities and are epicenters for religion. Yet the new gods' might and aura was too great for this realm. The gods withdrew, allowing mortals to govern their own destinies and reach ascension as well. However, they still watch over and protect from the ascent.
The Ascended brought new magic to the world, ascension magic that was formed from the Convergence. This is the well of magic that fuels the gods and then can be gifted or cursed to other mortals. However, the world of Ethereum was already familiar with magic, as some are born with archaic magic, originating from the natural chaos within the realms and embedded within the ley lines. Over time, Ethereans honed a third magic through the manipulation of runes onto the natural resource of siphons found deep within Ethereum. This runic magic is wielded and imbued into artifacts by anyone who is armed with a spheric focus and willing to learn its language.
Ethereum's people feature all matter of races and culture, intertwined with each other across the land. People were forced to come together after the destruction of their homes to rebuild anew. Our world is full of stories and adventure, of comedy and of tragedy. So, please join us at the inn for a tale or two, and welcome to Ethereum. The bells toll throughout Thalia, and you should toll that subscribe bell down below. Not only does it help Four Rings in so much, but it will also keep you up to date with the terrifying tales of City of Shadows. If you think this campaign is cool, make sure that you check out Insight, the show where we get the inside scoop on our characters and the world of our campaign, as well as the exciting and hilarious one-shots we have run by our very own Aubrey. It has been such an honor to share with you our homebrew world of Ethereum and tell stories of adventure, mystery, and horror together. Now, without further ado, back to City of Shadows. We return to City of Shadows, back at the entrance to the Whistler's Feast. Mother dismounts from her horse and motions for Renshor to do the same.
I will dismount. I'm just gonna step around back, use the bathroom. That was very scary.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage. As she, there are bathrooms inside. Can this not wait a second?
Oh, are there bathrooms inside? Okay, I'll go inside. That's
The
fine.
hearth. You probably... I don't know if you've been in the building or not.
Sorry, I didn't know if there was a bathroom inside. Yeah, I'll just wait till we go inside.
Okay, yeah. You enter the threshold of the Whistler's Feast. And in the main lobby, there are bathrooms if you want to ask her for a second to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I would like to use the bathroom here. I'll catch up. Yes, indeed. And I'll step into the bathroom. While in the bathroom, is there anyone else here?
No.
I will reach into the bag of holding and pull out the fake chalice.
Okay.
And then I will stab the bag of holding with my sword.
Okay.
Tell him the rules.
Page 153 of the Dungeon Master's Guide says that if it is pierced or torn, all contents are lost to the astral plane and the bag itself is destroyed.
Okay. Yeah. You
I know, Dad.
you stab the bag,
Sorry.
and the original chalice of old water. It's down. Original chalice of old water is gone.
I'm never returning that. Oh no. I'm in so much trouble. I robbed his place with the intention of returning it. Oh no.
I think all of Eleanor's, not all of her drawings, but all of the ones pertaining to this.
The crime scenes.
The crime scene, the Avum, Renshor falling unconscious in the alley, pretty much every memory of this campaign so far is erased.
That's so sad when you put it like that. Every memory from this campaign
is pulled away.
Sad.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's okay. I can draw new ones.
And I will actually use the bathroom because it's been a bit. And then I will wash my hands and go back out.
Perfect.
This is realism in D&D.
You.
I mean, it was just really awkward if in like 10 seconds I really had to go again, and it'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, now
Yeah.
I can't go.
As you wash your hands, there is a moment where you turn to leave the bathroom, and there's one like full-sized mirror in the room, so nobles can like powder up and prepare their appearance during events, and nobles, but anybody here. And you see yourself, your full body, purple cloak, bone mask, antlers, sphere at your hip. Does Renshor have any thoughts as the thing looking back at him in the mirror is barely recognizable?
I think that's always the concern about doing an undercover mission is losing yourself. He never expected to have gone that far, to look like those in charge of such a hateful group. But it's for the better. It's for everyone's good. Now they can't hurt Orianna or Eleanor or Kazdeth or anyone with this cursed summoning or whatever it is.
Yeah. Perfect.
And unless something's jumping out of that mirror and attacking me, I will go back out and join the group.
Perfect. You come back into the lobby where Mother is standing. She looks at you and goes, "It is time."
The chalice.
Thank you. She takes the chalice, comes to the door into the main auditorium, and says, "It is time to change the world." And then pushes the doors open and steps through. As the doors open and she begins to walk into the Whistler's Feast. First, let me paint the picture of the Whistler's Feast. You have been here before, but the Whistler's Feast is an auditorium. It is the side that you are on is a big semicircle of descending pretty much stairs, each with lines of seating of rows for people to watch the hearth play, the hearth story to be told. At the far end of this auditorium is a large stage that is raised up above the ground with some staircase leading up to it. The walls of the Whistler's Feast are what makes it interesting. There are little cracks, and not necessarily cracks, but it is the architecture of it is not of one flat wall, but all of open slates. You can't see out of the Whistler's Feast, but if you're skinny enough and you weave through the maze, you could go from the center of Whistler's Feast out any one of the walls. All the walls lead outside. However, these slates, the way that they've been built and carved and placed, as the wind on a summer's day moves through them, creates a whistle, thus the name. But the whistle is like this beautiful, melancholy song that whistles through the hall and provides like a surround sound of music for the hearths that go along here. The hearth is currently not in use because as it gets later in the season, the wind that moves through here just makes a chill that cannot be blocked by any amount of coats or clothing. It is uncomfortable to be in here. This time of year, it is just at the cusp of being uncomfortable, and so it's chilly in here. And as the wind is not the normal summer breeze, but now the autumn and fall gusts. It's not this beautiful melancholy lullaby, but instead like this eerie hum, as if like a ghostly chant that is just all around you and constantly making this hum, as if every time the wind blows, spirits would move around the hall and gasp down towards you. The seats of this auditorium you see as you and Mother enter. Standing in these rows are at least 30, if not more, figures cloaked in black hoods and white theater masks. Some of them stand alone. Some of them stand in pairs or triplets. But this group of between 30 and 50 people stand, and as you enter, their heads all turn to look at you. At the base of the seating, before you get to the stage, you see 7 figures. 6 of them robed in maroon red, also wearing masks. One of them has like a scrappy, dirty shawl that they're wearing in shame of losing their cloak, misplacing it somehow before this evening. But you see these 7 figures all standing in front of the stage, each holding a spear in their hand. Upon the stage, there's a fire that has been lit that spreads light throughout the auditorium. Within the light of this fire, you see a hulking figure, fanged mask, father, standing with his black cloak, a huge tome in his hands, thick leather binding, almost the color of wood or roots, maybe the color of skin. You can't really tell this far away in the fire. Huge book in his hands. But all of this scene is irrelevant to the center of attention, the thing that grasps your eye immediately. Standing in front of the fire, casting huge shadows into the room, a bag over its head, chains around each wrist, 25 feet tall, spikes long and dripping coming off of its arms and its back. The monstrous, hulking, adult monster that you had seen once in your attic is chained in front of the fire, slamming against the chains and thrashing in front of this huge audience. With the hum and the whistle and the chants of the spirits around, you cannot hear the outside world, and the outside world cannot hear in. And you are now in the presence of the cult of Cinderfall. Do you follow Mother as she approaches the stage?
Yeah, at first glance, I might pause for a second.
Yeah.
But clearly these chains are holding, so I will follow.
You notice as soon as you enter the room, even with the bag over its head, the creature like stops pulling, and its head turns, and even completely covered, looks directly in your direction, and you feel that weird feeling you felt when you put the cloak on the first time, as if this thing is connected to that cloak and it's locked into you.
Are you its daddy?
As you descend, all these people looking over at you, Mother speaks out, her voice bolstered in a very similar way that High Priest Ilion bolstered his voice during the ceremony of the bells. And she speaks out to the crowd and to her loyal cultists. And she goes, "Tonight is a night of change. Our lives have been aimless, struggling under the boots of another." As she does, she's making eye contact with all of the newcomers to the cult in the audience. "Tonight gives us purpose. Tonight, we use the magic that they told us was cursed, and the depraved that they told us was evil, to bring Cinderfall." She takes the chalice that you gave her and holds it above her head as you descend the stairs. And she goes, "To quote the great book," and motions towards Father, who raises the book a little bit. He goes, "We will raise the North, nay to the discrimination of rich or poor, noble or peasant, innocent or guilty." And as she does this, the 7 maroon-cloaked figures in unison chant, "I am the knell that calls the beast. I am the blood. I am released." To which the 30 people in congregation repeat the phrase, "We are the knell that calls the beast. We are the blood. We are released." And this echoes in the auditorium. Mother makes it to the stage, ascends. As she comes up, she passes like within inches of what your eyes measure the chains would allow the this creature to, even chained, slash out and hit people. And Mother motions for you to take the stage with her.
I will follow, perhaps a little further away from our good pal Nell.
Perfect.
She was, but
That's good old Nell.
I don't like this.
You see the Mother looks upon the congregation and says, "Every year there exists a night before the snowfall, first snowfall, in which Olarum, Asimi, and Iolan all look down on us in their fullest light. On this night, that which lies shrouded in darkness comes revealed to true believers." And she motions to Father, who begins to flip through the book, and you can hear him begin to say a chant. It is not in common, not in English, not in present Etherean. And he says, "Enadar retur, Enadar stellarum, tenebris consuma, revarome siembor." Sienna may sien more. And as he does, the 7 cultists in front all hold up their spheres, and their spheres begin to glow with a light. Mother turns to you and says, would you offer your sphere, the power of your sphere, for this ritual as well?
Does it... Would I lose my sphere?
No, you see, they are pretty much just channeling their spheric energy, regardless of school of magic, just the energy within the sphere to help aid the power of this ritual. And she asks if you would be willing to do the same.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll take it out of my bag and hold it.
Take your sphere, and you see it is glowing the most vibrant purple that it has ever glowed in your eyes, from what you've seen. At this point, you can see the creature in front of you begins to thrash, and like the amount of energy that's around it is making it wild. You see Mother holds the cup above her head and says, "This blood has seen Cinderfall. Now we finish what our ancestors started 60 years ago." The chant begins to come louder from Father. You watch Mother reaches up. A mage hand extends from her fingers, grips the bag of that is over the creature's head, pulls it off. The huge eye has the briefest moment. You see this creature, again, 25 feet tall, gets one brief look around the room before Mother begins to pour the blood into the fire. The fire changes color to a deep maroon red. And the monster in front of you, you see every muscle tense up, every fiber in its body clench, and it's almost forced to lift its head up, and its eye begins to glow so brightly. And the ritual begins. Father...
Did the blood work? Did the blood work?
The blood is doing something. You
Maybe that pig
My
saw
grandma
Cinderfall.
just also see it.
Oh shit, why do we use your blood?
I mean, it's half animal blood.
So Father is has to make a check to do this spell. He has to make multiple checks, but he's going to make the first one. The spell gets a plus whatever his spell casting bonus is. In addition, he gets a +1 for every sphere that is part of the ritual. So currently, originally they had 12 members. They are down to 7. But Renshor here makes 8.
Have we gotten that many
You
people?
have not knocked that many people, but you've taken
Two.
You took
And Eleonore, so 3.
Yeah.
Good for us.
So he's going to make his first roll. The DC is high, but he gets quite a few bonuses to it. With a 17 on the die, he well exceeds the DC 20 to beat it, and the first stage of the spell takes place. At this moment, the back of the Whistler's Feast, where you entered in from, erupts in noise. The doors are thrown open. You see 3 or 4 bodies slip out of the cracks of the walls of the Whistler Feast, and you see, stepping into the room, a magic light, poof, cast in hand. Inspector Dayborn steps into the room and says, I have caught the cultist Cinderful. Oh my god! As he sees the monster in here.
I hope they kill
He goes, arrest everybody! You see 6 6 members of the Ashen Order all take out like clubs and maces and move in to arrest people here, and the room breaks out in insanity. I need Renshor to roll initiative. And as this
I go on last.
as this room goes crazy, we're going to quickly or briefly move out of the Whistler's Feast and move back 5 or 10 minutes to Eleanore and Orianna. At the time that Renshor is just dismounting his horse, Eleanore and Orianna, you are in the alley still by the bridge. You just escaped Okanor. I'll turn it over to you.
Learning from our mistakes last time, before talking, I'm going to take Oriana's hand and try to have us, like, dash movement, like, try to get another 70-some feet away before hiding.
Yeah.
And then we can figure out what we're doing.
Deal. Perfect. Yeah, you guys move away. Give me stealth checks for both of you.
Pass Without a Trace was actually kind of bald.
That's actually sick.
That's an 18.
17.
And 17. Perfect. You look around with your passive perception. You feel like you're alone.
Okay. And I want to, as we talk, because I'm sure we're gonna get into that, but keep like my, 20 perception on the space around us.
Absolutely.
To see if I can notice, and try to like not be surprised if Okanor.
Yeah.
Or
100%.
someone else comes.
Yep.
Are we? Yeah. Where are we going? What are we doing now?
I mean, Renshor.
Do we follow him?
I gotta assume that he has made the switch. He said pomegranate, not very skillfully, but he said it.
Yeah, I saw him. He did. He definitely made the switch. I saw him put it in the bag, but he's still with Mother. I mean, he's going to the ceremony. Should we also be going? If we can stay away from Okanor?
My concern is that if Renshor's cover is holding now. I mean, did you see that mask they gave him? And he ran off with Mother and left Okanor behind. I feel like he has fully infiltrated the cult. I'd hate for us to get recognized and weaken his position. Not that I want to abandon him, of course.
Yeah, I don't think I can stay that far away. Like, I'd like to get at least close to the building. I want to see it. I need to get a little closer to him.
From our knowledge of the city,
Mm-hmm.
is there a building nearby that I think we could try to go to and be hidden, but within, like, I know we won't be able to, like, see in or anything, but, like, kind of be in the vicinity without risking our cover?
Yeah, there are some little shop areas by, like, downtown that you could peek into. You could also go through the Fairchild Gardens, which is right there as well.
It is after midnight, so it would be kind of suspicious for us to sit at on the outskirts of town at this hour. Maybe we go sit and find a bench in the gardens that we can see the
Yeah.
hearth and...
Or if there's a large, like, tree or bush that we could hide into, something. I agree.
Yeah, let's head towards the gardens. And I want to get closer. I don't like that he's in there alone.
No, I don't.
I'm not alone.
I
There's a lot of people here.
I do. I trust Renshor to maintain his cover. I mean, they seem to really like him. If his grandsire had been a part of the cult, hopefully
What's not to like?
he's safe. Can we take like a wide berth? Kind of like almost go east at wherever south we are and not go as far north as or west. However we're getting there, I want to not get close to it until we're like in the gardens, if that makes sense.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, you guys...
Yeah, because we're still trying to also avoid Okanor. We also don't want to get caught by him. We're
So,
still
like,
trying to be stealthy.
We're moving slowly, yeah.
Cool.
I think at some point we might also ditch our cloaks so that if we do get seen, we're not just two cloaked people.
Yeah, or at least take them off.
Okay.
If we,
Yeah.
But if we could like put it under like a different cloak or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys are able to creep through Fairchild Gardens, moving through, and you get, in the time it takes you to get to just like the end of Fairchild Gardens that is closest to the Whistler's Feast. As you're approaching the edge of the garden, the bells begin to toll in the city.
It's been a whole hour?
Your perception is good. It has not been an hour. It's maybe been like 15, 20 minutes.
Can I look for the Bell of Abundance that I know is in the window?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You look to the bell.
Also, really quickly, while we were walking, can I use that opportunity to bonus action Second Wind and just boost my health a little bit as we were just kind of walking around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you hear the bells. They're ringing quick. You see the Bell of Abundance, and it is ringing. Dong, dong. As it goes, it is not, and again, with your perception, it's not the normal ringing of the bells, where the city rings in unison. You hear it starts in Thornley, and it moves out across the city. Every bell begins to ring. Through the tolls of the bells, you hear shouting, not from the Whistler's Feast, from far past it. You realize that this toll of the bell is not for time. This is the warning of attack. This is the warning that the city is under siege. These bells have not rung like this in your lifetime. But you hear shouts on the north wall. You can see little torchlights of people rapidly rushing to the wall. And you begin to hear the rustle of hundreds of feet, the flap of huge wings, the stomps of something massive. Boof, boof. The ground beneath you almost shakes. And I need both of you to roll initiative as well.
Orianna, what is your HP at?
Right now, I am at 23.
Okay. If you were a little bit lower as we were walking, I would have.
I would have been lower if I didn't Second Wind.
Yeah, but I'll save my superiority dice then. That is a 17.
I also have a 17. We're
Okay,
twins.
you guys will act together.
So, did my blood just work? Or is it just like the final part of the spell? Like you just
We
needed
should not
blood.
have used your blood.
You don't know?
That was so stupid.
I thought as soon as Mother held up the chalice as she walked down the stairs, I was like, Eleanor's blood is in there. Maybe they didn't need they wanted Renshor's blood, but maybe it affects the person's blood. And I was like, why did we use Eleanor's?
Renshor, what did you get for your initiative?
But it was also half animal blood. Like they needed a certain amount.
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
We should have dumped the whole thing and just filled it with just animal blood. Eleanor didn't even give us a chance in the moment. Do you remember? She just immediately slit her hand and was like, yeah, I'll do it. And we were like, so shocked.
Renshor, what did you roll for your initiative?
8.
An 8. Okay.
8.
My grandma wasn't a mage. They don't have the real chalice. And John said it was only part 1 of the spell. I think that issue is going to come later.
Cool.
We could be wrong.
Okay.
But...
Now time is together again. Things are happening simultaneously. Again, from the whistle in the Whistler's Feast, Renshor, you can't even hear the bells ringing outside. You have no idea that the city is under siege. You do know that the Whistler's Feast is currently under siege. Mother whips her head around to Father and says, "Finish it." And Father is going to repeat his chant again. He's going to make another check to complete the ritual. That will succeed. Much closer this time. But that is 2 successes for him. Perfect. On Mother's turn, Mother is going to, with her extra action, her bonus action, she's going to continue to pour the cup into the flames. It erupts in fire, and she is going to take her crossbow and fire it at Inspector Dayborn. That will hit.
Not Dayborn. He can't die again.
Not again.
Not again.
Not again.
That's her turn. At this point, Renshor, you watch as about half of the people standing in the audience begin to, again, everyone's in a panic. Half of the people begin to make a frantic dive to escape the Whistler's Feast. They're trying to claw their way out of the slates in the side. They're trying to push past the ash in order to get out. Half of the people are just trying to disengage and leave. The other half commit to being here. They know they've been caught, and they either take daggers that they have on their person. Some of them begin to break off pieces of the chairs and their seating and begin to swing makeshift clubs at the Ashen Order, and it becomes a brawl in here. And you watch they just begin to fight with so there's about, I think I said 6 or 7 before, there's about 8 Ashen Order come out of the walls, and then there's Dayborn with 2 more. So there's 10 Ashen Order total plus Dayborn, 11. And they all just begin to, in this big melee in the Whistler's Feast. It is your turn. You have your sphere here.
It's my turn?
It's your turn.
I rolled an 8.
They rolled I rolled 3 nat ones for initiative.
That's insane. Okay. So is giving my sphere to this ritual using up all of my sphere, or can I do something else with it?
If you use your sphere to cast another spell, the power cannot go to the ritual.
Okay, that's fine. He doesn't need mine. I'm just one. I am, without hiding it in any manner, drawing my wards and pushing towards Dayborn, who I assume is within 30 feet of me?
He's actually at this point he's probably a little bit farther. He's probably because he just entered the door and you are on stage. So I imagine that he's probably like 50, 60 feet.
Okay, that ruins that plan.
Sorry.
Time to find something with a larger radius. I don't have one. Okay. Shoot. Now that takes a whole minute. I have nothing to do. I'm just gonna keep standing here with my sphere. I'm gonna pretend to cast things at him. Does that work?
Yeah, you can.
No, there's too much visual going on with that. Yeah,
I mean,
I will keep my sphere dedicated to the ritual.
Perfect, cool. Excellent. Do you want to hold any actions?
What'd you say?
You got a sword.
I have a sword, but I don't know that I want to start stabbing people.
No, but you could make it let Mother think you would.
I would like to hold... Can I hold a spell?
Sure,
Is that a thing? If Dayborn gets within 30 feet of me, can I cast this spell? It is a bonus action.
Yeah, absolutely.
If that matters.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can hold a bonus action spell. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I will do that.
Perfect. You hold your spell. You see the Ashen Order begins to descend down on these people. They begin to push through. They're trying to subdue as many of them as they can, but it takes time to put cuffs on people. And so you see at first they're trying to push people down that were just trying to flee and cuff them, put them in chains. But as soon as the people start attacking them, they're letting pretty much anyone who's running just move past them, and they're using all of their effort to pretty much beat these other people into submission, as they are now in a fight with the cultists that are fighting them back. The battle begins. You see two of the cultists that are holding their spheres turn around, and they're going to cast... one of them casts a fire bolt spell at one of the Ashen Order, strikes them on a glancing blow, comes off their shoulder. The other one is going to cast some kind of poisonous ray at Dayborn, who is going to almost with his light catch it and push it to the side as he succeeds the saving throw for it and pushes away the poison. Dayborn on his turn is going to make an attack on one of the cultists in front of him. Oh, sweet. He is going to, one of these normal black cultists, he pulls out his like a mace and just knocks this guy aside, and then points to everyone on stage and says, "Your vileness ends today," and begins to run down towards you guys.
Does he get within 30 feet of me?
With using his 30 feet of movement, he does get within 30 feet. He is going to take 2 opportunity attacks, which he is cool with doing. First one misses, second one misses. Cool.
Okay, I will retract my sphere from the group, because clearly 2 other people have, so we're allowed to do that. And this is giving him less advantage. And I will cast Sanctuary.
Wow, what does that do?
So it wards Dayborn against attacks. And for the next 10 rounds, any creature who targets him with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a fail, they have to choose a new target or lose the attack/spell.
Okay, perfect.
Does not prevent from area effects, such as fireball or something, but they just can't target him for the fireball.
What kind of save did they need?
Wisdom,
Okay.
I think. Where did it go?
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom.
Perfect.
So I will cast that on him, making no hiddenness that I am casting a spell at him.
Yep.
It's just not clear which one.
Cool. You do that. Excellent.
Wow, you'll hide your spells from me, but you won't hide them from the cult.
Correct.
Moving outside.
Though I am hiding the intention of the spell
That's
from
fair.
the cult, if that's any help.
Moving outside, you can see you ladies see lights on the horizon, on the wall. Here, the flap of big wings. But currently, there's nothing around
Bird
you
monsters.
yet. And you actually, at this point, the things that you do see, you watch a wave of, looks like, I mean, it's hard to see so far away, but small little humanoid things crawl up over the wall and just begin to leap at the people on the wall. You hear something big, boom, 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 thunder to the wall. A brief stop, and then something heavy hits the main gate of the north wall. And you see two huge black shadows come over the walls. These huge black bat wings come up with the wall and begin to make their way deeper into the city. It is your turn. There's no immediate danger, but you can watch this wave of horror rolling over the wall.
There's no immediate danger.
But danger is coming.
Mm-hmm.
We are not safe.
Should we hide? I mean, as much as
Did we see any of the Ashen Order go enter into the building, or were they just hiding in the
They were
slats
hiding
the
in
whole time?
before.
Yeah. We're not safe. This is going incredibly bad. We're in danger. Renshor's in danger.
Well, if the spell goes off, Renshor is probably in the safest place he can be. If we cannot prevent Cinderfall, they are certainly going to be protecting themselves.
Yeah.
I think we should hide. I would like to stay near, but I think we should try to prevent being attacked.
Yeah.
You guys have
I just
You guys have 6 seconds.
it sucks.
I hide.
Okay.
And I mean, no, I'm not mechanically doing
Yeah.
anything, but I'm
Sure.
trying
Yeah. Give me a
to
stealth check.
pull Orianna with me to persuade her. Fuck. 10.
It would have been so much better with Path Without a Trace.
It would have been 20.
I
Yep.
think I don't want to leave Eleanor here, but if she's hiding, I don't know. My instinct is telling me to go towards the Whistler's Feast. I don't like him being alone in there.
I mean,
I think I just want to
I'm
move
probably
closer.
the safest right now.
Are you though?
I mean, the depraved aren't gonna attack the people summoning the depraved. That's part of the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is at the safest as long as they believe the lie.
I will hide, but I want to move closer to the Whistler's Feast.
Okay.
I want to get almost as close as possible and then hide.
Yeah. You get as close, right to the border of the Fairchild Gardens before hiding. Give me a stealth check. I'm gonna say you and Eleanor are going to be about 60 feet apart. No, you're a little farther than that. You're probably gonna be
She only has one turn. She can only get 30 feet.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
hide.
So Tor, you'll probably have to dash to get to where you're trying to go. So you can't hide yet if you want to get all the way up to the wall. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'll do it.
Cool. So you're about 60 feet ahead of Eleanor as you get up to that wall.
Can she hear what's going on inside the Whistler's Feast?
No, the whistle like dampens all the sound that's going around inside.
She can't even like see the people crawling their way through the walls.
They haven't made it out yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let me know when people start. I want to see when people are running out of the building.
Can you read me?
Because then clearly he's no longer safe once people are running out of the building.
Can you read me the alert feature for me?
Oh, I was about to read
alert.
you the alarm spell.
You gain +5 bonus to initiative.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be surprised while you are conscious. And other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being unseen by you.
Okay, perfect. Sweet.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. In that case, you do not see this, but Eleanor does. After your turn is over, Eleanor, you watch Okanor, still in his cloak, still in his mask, quietly also creeping through through Fairchild Garden. You see he is searching for you. With your perception, he looks like he is following Orianna's footsteps, like pace by pace. And
Once you didn't hide.
And then before his head looks up and sees her, he is about 30 feet from you. So he's 30 feet to the side, but he gets up to where you girls were like just standing. And is like almost walking like again, pace for pace where Orianna was.
So 30 feet from me, 90 feet from Orianna?
No, 60 feet from Orianna. So you both are the same distance from Orianna, but he's just 30 feet from you. Actually, he's probably closer than that because he's following her footsteps. He's probably like 15, 10. Yeah, he's probably like 15, 10 feet. However far your hiding spot was from where you were just having the discussion. Yeah. But you see Okanor right here. And he, Eleanor, you watch him like preparing a spell to hit Orianna with. Oh no. Magic. Back to the top of the order. Father is going to make another check to complete the ritual. He is going to only get his bonus plus 4. Plus 5. Because 3 of the 8 people have pulled their spheres.
3 of yours and me, right?
2
of yours and me.
Yep. So he gets a plus 5. 15. That will do it. He succeeds on his 3rd check.
Damn, that was that was on the number, wasn't it? Didn't you say it's a DC 20?
Plus his bonus too. So he.
He probably has a really high. Unlike you, he's probably putting his points into casting.
I have points in casting.
Now.
I didn't have a choice before.
You see he continues his chant into the book. He goes, Enara retur, enadar stellarum tenebris consuma, revarume siembor, siename siembor. And like the book almost begins to like shake and vibrate in his hands, and the fire begins to grow a deeper red as Mother pours more blood into it. And she's going to take another shot at Dayborn. That's a glancing blow for Dayborn. Good for him.
I was going to say,
Doesn't
how's he
she
doing?
also have to make a wisdom?
Oh, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, she will. She gets a
I have no idea what the DC is.
The DC is going to be your spell casting DC, which is going to be 10 plus whatever the bonus is that you have to cast spells.
So currently that is 15 because I'm wearing my cloak.
Cool. She rolls a wisdom. She rolls a 14. So she
either has to pick a new target or give up on the spell.
Cool. So she, like, the spell of Sanctuary pulls her away, and she fires a shot at another one of the Ashen Orders, and that will one of the other cloaks, and it will strike them and deal damage to them. That's gonna be okay. Cool. And you see, she shoots one of them. They like get shot in the almost like the stomach. They drop to one knee before pulling it out and then continuing to fight.
That was kind of like the trolley problem. I did that. I caused that man harm.
That was like the trolley problem. Yeah, that was kind of you. The battle between the initiates and the Ashen Order continue. Renshor, it's your turn.
I wasn't thinking. What do I want to do?
Maintain your cover.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, I have a plan.
Deal.
But it will be a reaction, I think. Is Father in this chant? Is he casting the spell?
It looks like he's the one casting the spell.
If I asked you, would you be able to tell me the target or the intensity or the type of said spell?
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good question. The target, the type. So there's no damage type.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say yeah, give me a straight.
It'll be I can give it as a reaction next time he makes a check or whatever, or I can do it now because it's kind of constant.
It's
like a
it
ritual
is
cast.
Give me a. I guess I will say that you particularly do know what the target is. The target of the spell is Cienbor.
Yeah, that's in my journal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that a place or a person?
It's hard to tell. But you know, this person is calling for Cienbor.
Can I cast Alter Spell as a reaction to his ritual cast?
Yeah. So if you do that, this is very interesting.
And I will cast it at second level.
Okay. What does it do at second level?
Decrease the DC by 1.
Cool. Excellent. This is a 7th level spell that he's casting. So the DC, I believe the DC is, correct me if I'm wrong, the DC would be 17, right? It's 10 plus the spell's level.
-1 from my...
-1 from that. Yep.
Second level
Yep.
cast.
So it's going to be a DC 16.
Is the DC.
Yep. And if you succeed, you get to pick a new target of pretty much what this ritual is summoning. So this is huge.
What am I rolling?
You're going to roll a d20, and you're going to add your runic casting bonus.
Okay, so I get a +5.
You get a +5. If you beat a 16, you get to choose, instead of summoning Cienbor, this ritual is summoning something else.
That's potentially problematic. Oh, I did not get it. Nope, I got an 11.
Okay, cool. You cast the spell. Honestly, it kind of looks like the spell that you're casting could be used to enhance a spell too. So it's hard to tell if you're trying to manipulate.
I was just kind of giving my energy to
absolutely.
it. You know?
Yeah. In this moment, it does not twist the might of this ritual. It's not just a spell he's casting. There are 5 other spheres pouring energy into this. Like, there's a lot of kick here. Yeah, but no, excellent shot. That's a reaction. So you still have an action.
Yeah, but I have nothing else I wish to do. So
perfect. Cool. That you people are still fighting. You see the 2 maroon cloaked figures. Again, one sends like a more almost like they send like a fireball into the back of the Whistler's Feast. It sails, detonates in the back. It drops 2 of the Ashen Order people and 3 of the cultists that are fighting, the initiates.
Was that you said a fireball?
Yeah, one of the
someone's power.
The cloaked figures. It's the cloaked figure that is missing their cloak. Fires it, detonates on the side. You see the other one has like their cast something to enchant their weapon, goes to stab Dayborn. They are gonna hit Dayborn.
They have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great call. They are not going to hit Dayborn. And so they're not really in range of anybody else. So their spell just fails. And you see he's warded from it. He takes his mace and he smacks them with it, and then is going to push
Did he smack one of the sphere-holding people?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That guy's got balls.
Yeah, I think he's going to push through. He's going to hit one of them, and you see he's pushing his way through these people to get up to the stage. He's trying to stop the ritual. And there is another Ashen Order, another cloak close behind him, also like defending him and pushing people away as they're both trying to get up to the stage. Renshor, I need you to make a perception check real quick.
It's not good. 4.
Yeah. You're so caught up in this moment. You don't see one of the links in the chain holding the creature bend ever so slightly as it's like tensed up against the metal. Perfect,
he says. He says, perfect. Ideal. This is exactly how I wanted it to go.
Back outside, Eleanore and Orianna, you two are up first. You're standing with Eleanore. You see Okanor looking directly at Orianna. He's starting the process of casting a spell. Orianna, you have not seen him yet. You're alert, so he doesn't get any surprise or any benefits to the attack. You simply do not see him.
Also, in my last level up, I also now have Danger Sense.
Okay.
Which means I have advantage on Dex saving throws against effects that I can see, such as traps and spells.
Sure, yeah.
And I cannot be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay, perfect.
At all? Ever?
That's what Danger Sense
That's
says.
that monk shit.
Cool. Sweet.
So I have Alert and Danger Sense.
So the two of you are here.
What? I mean, I'll act first. I am going to jump up from my position in the bushes and shoot at him.
Yeah, sure.
You
And
could have
yell.
stayed in the bush.
I'm gonna jump up. And if an arrow comes from that
Yeah, he
direction,
knows.
there's not
Yeah.
much I can do. But and just shout, Orianna, look out!
Perfect.
It's a little but it was a 17.
Gotta respect the
No!
No!
Why did you re-roll it?
Because
So was my
could have been a
4.
10. It could have been a 10, and I didn't. So I miss.
You fire your shot. It sails past him.
Actually,
Yeah.
wait.
And hits Orianna.
2 plus my 5 to hit is 7. I'm gonna spend another superiority die.
Yeah. You just need
I'm gonna try
a
to do
3. A 3 will glance. A 4 will hit.
I got another 2.
Another 2.
So
I-
I
you know what?
do miss.
To take back your superiority dice, to give it fair to you, you did hide. He wasn't looking at you. You would have advantage on the first strike because he wouldn't see you come out of the bush.
Oh, sneak attack.
You would have a sneak attack.
It's another 2. It's another fucking 2.
It wasn't meant to be.
Your dice suck.
Get new dice. Put them in Dale.
They're so pretty.
I'm getting you new dice for Christmas.
The arrow sails past him, and his head turns to you as the spell is like being cooked. He whips around and looks at you now, shooting at him. Orianna, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, for my movement, I want to start rushing him.
Yeah, sure. You start running towards him, for sure. You can close the whole distance if you want. Cool,
Yeah.
Sweet. You rush to him.
I should have done it at the start because whatever. It's fine.
You just ran up to him.
Yeah, Orianna, you are up.
I swing my head around immediately because Eleanor shouted, and I will swing my sword at him now that he is within distance. He's within distance of me, right?
You're 60 feet away, love.
Oh, I'm still 60 feet away. All right, then I will start rushing towards him to swing at him. I thought
You
was
can
closer.
also run up to him and stop, just like Eleanor did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a ranged guy. I need to get within distance of him.
Because Orianna and I share the same
Initiative.
initiative, can I do another thing when she's
Yeah.
done?
If you have the action economy for it, for sure.
If you want to do it now, you can. But
I'll see what you're doing.
all right. I am going to use a key point to use dash as a bonus action,
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh,
so I can get within range of him.
100%.
And then have my actual action to swing my sword at him.
Yeah.
And as a bonus action, if you're letting us
Yeah.
share
Share
this
the initiative,
initiative
100%.
instead of having to be one in line, I would like to give her the help action.
Yeah. Sure. You have advantage on the strike.
Can you help as a bonus action?
Yeah, it's one of my feats.
Oh,
You
that's
can't.
Cool.
I can.
I do still
you
have one of
can't.
the
My first roll was an 18 to hit,
Okay.
but I have advantage, so
Sure.
I'll see if I can maybe roll a crit.
Gotta go for it.
I cannot. I rolled another 18.
Meant to be.
Exactly the same. It was meant to be.
A crit would have been
Man.
nice.
I know. 7 points of damage
Cool.
with my sword.
Sweet. 7 points of damage as you slash into Okanor. And he is then now surrounded. His surprise attack on you immediately thwarted.
That's insane.
How the tables have turned.
How the
How the
turntables.
turntables.
Do you have
Yeah.
another attack, Ori?
No, I used my bonus action to
Okay.
dash in, so unfortunately I can't figure out another way to get another attack in.
Then I would like to action surge.
Yeah.
and make an attack with my my sword.
100%.
It's moments like
Nice.
this where I feel bad for Okanor.
Could perhaps the way I was running at him be to get a little angle so that way when Orianna closed in, we could be flanking?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
I mean, he was between you two, kinda.
Yeah. Ooh, I might not need it though, because that was a 19. But okay, so that is a 24 to hit.
Nice.
Cool. Wow, yeah.
And then hold on. 17 points of damage.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
You just kept rolling.
Heck.
Well, I have sneak attack.
Okanor is going to turn to you. Eleanor, being the one who just shot him and attacked him, he is going to turn. He's going to drop the concentration spell he had on Orianna, and he reaches in, casts Shadow.
Oh, he was tracking me this whole time.
Yeah, 'cause he
when he
pointed at
at
Yeah,
me.
Hunter's Mark is tough. It helps them track you.
If you had passed without a trace, he couldn't have done so.
And then, as he casts Shadow Blade, a black blade of night is pulled out. He's going to make an attack towards towards Eleanor.
It hurts. It's what killed Dayborn.
Might kill me.
A 19 is going to hit Eleanor.
Ooh. Oh, not 19 points of damage,
No.
just 19. Yeah, to hit.
Ooh, okay. He actually, because it is nighttime and it's dim light, he gets to roll with advantage. We'll see if he crits. He does not. So instead, he will.
Oh, he totally still could have tracked you
Make
too,
his attack.
with pass without a trace. So.
Where are my d8s? It's not that many. I'm just looking for the right dice. That's not too big. He does 8 points of damage as he slashes with the sword.
Oh no. How many are you at?
I'm down.
Oh. He slashes Eleanor with the sword. Eleanor, you are not unconscious, but you are down. At the end of his turn, Orianna, you watch his head turns to you, and then immediately, comes up past you. And as you, peek behind you, landing on top of the Whistler's Feast, a creature of similar build to a wyvern, with two meaty hips, big bat wings, no front arms, is this huge depraved. The connections to a wyvern kind of end there, as instead of being reptilian and scaly, it's far more mammal-esque and rodent-like. It looks like a huge bat. It has matted fur, almost like a mix between a bat or a bear or a rat. It's got its mouth. Do you know how a monkey's mouth, when it extends its teeth, the gums almost extend out of its mouth? That kind of maw, as these 20-foot wingspan extends as this thing lands on top of the Whistler's Feast. Renshor, you hear the whole building rumble as it takes a look around, roars into the night, sniffs the air, smells the fresh blood, looks down towards the three of you as you watch two more of these huge creatures just fly overhead and keep going towards the castle and towards towards Darlington. Like 2 of them move right over you, and this one is distracted by the blood. You look past that. You can watch the Atwood gate rumble again as something hits it, and you see that wave of humanoid creatures on hands and feet crawling up over the castle wall. You see some of them are just throwing themselves off the wall, landing on the ground, and then if they're still alive after splatting off the wall, pull themselves up on broken limbs and begin to like heave themselves through the street, just hungry with blood. And you see this wave of Cavum come pouring over the wall as you feel yourself being encircled by these huge depraved, the swarms of the depraved. The bells toll relentlessly. And that's where we'll end tonight's session of Video Shadow. If you...
What are we going to do? What is there to do?
TPK. We're a third of the way there.
I honestly
Yeah, guys,
really
if you
want
want to tune in next week to watch a full TPK, that's what's going to happen.
It's going to be Nell versus giant bat thing. Fighting through the city like Godzilla and Mothra or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
If you want to see a little more combat, like and subscribe, tune in next week. Keep an eye on it, because there's no way our characters are getting out of this encounter. Make sure you like and subscribe. Ring the bell, like that way you can hear more bells. But until we meet again over another round at the 4 Rings Inn.